Okay, so good morning once again to all of you and welcome to today's lecture. Today we are going to focus on three things. Number one, the practice of tenses. Number two, the practice of voice. And number three, vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary is basically your word that you use to express something in a particular situation. And vocabulary has to be in context. In context means that um, it has to match with what you are saying. Okay, it has to make complete sense. The meaning should not go here and there. So otherwise it would be a terrible blunder. Okay, so first we will practice tenses and voice, and then we will go to vocabulary. So I have three sentences for you in terms of tenses. Okay, so I will share them. Okay, so before going ahead, what I'll do is I'll quickly write down the structures of tenses so that it will be simpler for you. Okay, this is simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Future tense, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. Okay, now I want you to tell me the tense of this first sentence. Can you guess the tense of this first sentence? In which tense is it? In which tense is our first
Simple
sentence?
present.
Correct, it's in simple present. Okay, we have this one verb called tries. Don't be fooled by this verb telling. Okay, this telling is here to fool you, nothing else. So don't be fooled by this verb telling. Focus on the verb tries. Okay, now the fun part is की बघा आपल्याकडे इथेच बाजूला structures लिहिलेले. So I'll tell you what's the hint to be taken. If this telling has to be a verb, if this telling has to be a verb, then as per our formula, before ing you should have a helping verb. Am, is, are, was, were will be ing or have been ing, and there is no helping verb before this. So that's a hint. Okay, that is why these structures are important. हे structures महत्वाचे आहेत कारण हे structures एकदा डोक्यात बसले की त्रास होत नाही. Okay, so that's the fact that when you know the structures well, it is great and it becomes simpler to remember. Okay, can you tell me the tense of the second sentence?
Simple past.
Correct. And the third one?
Simple future.
Correct.
Simple future.
Okay, so what do we have to do as a part of this exercise is that we have to convert these in all remaining 11 tenses. So जो टेन्स आहे तो सोडून उरलेल्या 11 मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचा आहे. Change in the rest 11 tenses. तुम्ही टेन्स आयडेंटिफाय केलेला आहे. We have simple present, okay, we have simple past, we have simple future. So हे सिंपल हे जे आहेत हे सिंपल सोडून आपल्याला उरलेल्या टेन्सेसमध्ये प्रत्येक सेंटेन्सला कन्वर्ट करायचं आहे बाय द वे. सो यू हॅव टू डू ऑल द 3 सेंटेन्सेस. पण वी विल गो वन बाय वन. ओके, हे नोटबुक आणि पेन घेऊन तुमच्या वहीमध्ये उत्तरं लिहा. झालं की मला सांगा, मी तुमच्यासोबत उत्तरं शेअर करीन. ओके, टेक दिस फर्स्ट सेंटेन्स. सिम्पल प्रेझेंटमध्ये आहे, त्यामुळे या सेंटेन्सला हे सोडून बाकी सगळ्या उरलेल्या 11 टेन्सेसमध्ये चेंज करा. आणि हो, झालं की मला सांगा. आय विल शेअर द आन्सर विथ यू गाईज. Okay, so I'll share the answers. The answers are pretty simple. If you have remembered and understood tenses, you will realize that only one word and a structure changes. Rest everything remains the same. So the very second tense is present continuous. So am is our ing. So the king is trying telling the truth to his subject. Okay, now I know this is two ings, but these are two ings that are different. The second one is a noun. The king has told, trying, telling to his subjects. Okay, this sentence is a bit dicey. So yeah, forgive that diciness in the sentence. And the king has been trying. By the way, you can change this to tell also if you have done. The king is trying to tell the truth to his subjects. The king has tried to tell the truth to his subjects. Sorry, my bad here. Yeah, the king has been trying to tell the truth to his subjects. Okay, this is all about present tenses. Then past tenses. Now that's like pretty simple. The king was trying to tell. The king had tried. The king had been trying. And then we have the future. The king will try to tell. The king will be trying. The king will have tried, and the king will have been trying. By the way, simple past सांगायचं राहिलं, the king tried to tell the truth to his subjects. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many did you get correct out of 11? Please post it in the comment box. How many did you get correct out of 11? Oh, great. Nice. Good going. Concept clear आहे. Concept मध्ये problem नाही आहे याचा अर्थ. Okay, fair enough. We are going to do the second one also. The French fries made a good side snack. By the way, can anybody tell me what's a side snack? Oh, that's okay. Even if you haven't changed telling into to tell, that's okay. That's fine. The sentence is थोडंसं problematic होतं from my side. So yeah, apologies for that. The French, yeah. Can anybody tell me what's a side snack? Can anybody try guessing the meaning? What is a side snack? French fries made a good side snack. French fries. McDonald's चे साधारण famous आहेत. What is a side snack? Side snack is snacks between dinner and lunch. Not exactly. You can have side snacks when you are having dinner and lunch also. Side snack is a something little which is apart from the main course. Okay, that we have. In simple terms, when you are eating a sandwich as a side snack, sometimes wafers are served. Okay, so that's a side snack, which is not the main snack, but it's something that you eat along with the main snack. Okay, uh, not starter. It can be starter, but it's not necessarily a starter. So जे मी meaning सांगितलं ते की ते मेन स्नॅकच्या सोबत साईडला असं. थोडक्यात आपल्याकडे मराठीमध्ये आपण ज्याला तोंडी लावणं म्हणतो, लोणचं, चटणी. लोणचं चटणी इज बेसिकली साईड स्नॅक. ओके, वी टेक इट टू मिक्स विथ द मेन कोर्स. सो तसा हा प्रकार आहे. सँडविचेस सोबत वेफर्स देणं, त्याच्यानंतर मॅकडॉनल्ड्सच्या मीलमध्ये बर्गर आणि कोल्ड्रिंक सोबत फ्रेंच फ्राईज खाणं. सो युअर मेन स्नॅक इज बर्गर, बट साईड स्नॅक इज फ्रेंच फ्राईज. तो प्रकार आहे. ओके, नाव लेट अस डू द सेकंड सेंटेन्स. हा सिम्पल पास्ट मध्ये आहे, म्हणजे ह्याला सिम्पल पास्ट सोडून या उरलेल्या सगळ्या 11 टेन्सेस मध्ये टाकायचं आहे. सो डू बिगिन, आणि झाल्यावर कमेंट करून सांगा की झालंय. मी उत्तरं सांगतो त्याच्यानंतर. ओके, यू कॅन स्टार्ट डुईंग द सेंटेन्स. So this is in simple past tense. We start with simple present. The French fries make a good side snack. French fries are making a good side snack. French fries have made a good side snack. French fries have been making a good side snack. Okay, simple past we already have. So French fries were making a good side snack. French fries had made a good side snack, and French fries had been making a good side snack. Future, French fries will make a good side snack. French fries will be making a good side snack. French fries will have made a good side snack, and French fries will have been making a good side snack. How many out of 11? Okay, nice. 10 correct. Okay. Kshitija, which one went wrong? You can unmute and tell which one went wrong.
Sir, present perfect. I have used had instead of have.
Okay, fine. I'll also talk about that. All correct. Fine. So, हॅवच्या जागी हॅज वापरलं गेलंय. ओके, आता ही एक गोष्ट आहे की आपल्याला कॉन्शियसली लक्षात ठेवावी. वी हॅव टू रिमेंबर इट कॉन्शियसली. फ्रेंच फ्राईज, दो वी ट्रीट इट ॲज वन सिंगल डिश. ओके, though we treat it as one single dish, but at the end it is still plural, fries. Okay, so that is why it needs to have the plural verb have with it instead of has. Okay, and French is basically an adjective. Okay, so French functions as an adjective for fries. So what kind of fries? French fries. So that is the case here. So yeah, म्हणून has नाही, have वापरायचा आहे in this case. Okay. आणि लक्षात ठेवा, आता हिंट्स बघा कशा घ्यायच्या. ओके, in this you have used are. Okay, yeah, here you have used are, which is plural. Here you have used have, which is plural. So you cannot use has over here. You have to use have. म्हणजे तुमच्या पूर्ण त्या आन्सर सेट मध्येच तुमचा क्ल्यू होता. अँड दिस इज फॉर एव्हरी वन, कारण अशा बारीक सारीक चुका सगळ्यांकडनं कधी ना कधीतरी होतात. So your clues are there, right there in front of you in your answer आन्सर एलिमेंट्स. तुमच्या आन्सरच्या सेटमध्येच तुमचे हिंट्स आहेत, फक्त व्यवस्थित बघा म्हणजे झालं. आणि हे जेव्हा हे असं नॉलेज टेस्ट केलं जातं, तेव्हा अशाच प्रकारचं नॉलेज टेस्ट केलं जातं की तुमचं किती लक्ष आहे या बारीक गोष्टींकडे. इंग्लिश हा असा सब्जेक्ट आहे की जिथे वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ लँग्वेज. सो लँग्वेजमध्ये व्हॉट विल बी टेस्टेड इज ग्रॅमर, युअर vocabulary, your punctuation, your way of writing, your sentence construction, the flow of the paragraph. All these things will be checked when you are doing an exercise of language. Let us quickly get done with the third one. The African will struggle for freedom. It's in the future, so you already know that you have to put in not in the simple future, but baki 11 tenses. So get it done, and I'll then share the answers. Okay, let us discuss the answers to this one. Uh, Simple present tense, the Africans struggle for freedom. The Africans are struggling for freedom. The Africans, the African has struggled for freedom. The African has been struggling for freedom. The Africans struggled for freedom, were struggling, had struggled, had been struggling. Okay, lack of space, not a problem. The Africans will struggle for freedom, we already know that. The Africans will be struggling for freedom. The Africans will have Africans sorry, will have struggled for freedom. The African will have been okay, no space, I'll just write I'm just struggling for freedom. How many out of 11? Okay, Sumega, which one went wrong?
Sir, there I have written African is struggling.
Oh yes, sorry, you are right, my bad. Extremely sorry for that.
And
Because I
there
yeah,
African was struggling.
yes,
Yes, I have also done
correct,
like
correct,
that
correct,
only.
correct, correct. Since I had Africans in mind, yeah, that is what created a problem. By the way, this is a lesson to all of us, including me. Why including me? Because let's understand one thing: a language is always a work in progress. A language, it's always a work in. You never finish any work with language. Okay, it's always evolving. It's always developing, and that is why. Also, this is a lesson for all of us as to why rechecking things are necessary. ज्याला आपण प्रूफ रिडिंग म्हणतो, क्रॉस चेकिंग म्हणतो, त्याची काय गरज असते. कारण वेन यू कम फ्रॉम माइंड टू पेपर हा डिफरन्स येतो. Many a times it does happen with many of us ki we write a sentence and then later someone marks that some words are missing. पण आपल्या डोक्यात ते वर्ड्स असतात, त्याच्यामुळे आपण त्याला चेक केलं तरी आपल्याला ते असं वाटतं की हा आपण ते हे लिहिलंय. सो that happens, and that is why a third person is necessary to check all these things, so that what we cannot observe, they can observe. Okay. After this, how much is your score? Is आणि was नंतर किती स्कोर आहे?
Yeah, 11.
Good going. रिवाइज्ड स्कोर आपण म्हणूया त्याला. स्कोर हॅज बीन रिवाइज्ड. कधीतरी असं होतं की टीचरकडनं स्कोर वाढलाय, जनरली कमी होतो. सो यू गायज आर इन अ गुड डिरेक्शन असं आहे. एनिवे, आता ह्या गोष्टीला पुढे घेऊयात. वी विल प्रॅक्टिस अ लिटल बिट ऑफ व्हॉइस. ओके, नाव व्हॉइसमध्ये आपण बघितलंय की व्हॉइसमध्ये नंबर 1 द वर्ब चेंजेस. ओके, अँड नंबर 2 द सब्जेक्ट अँड ऑब्जेक्ट चेंज देअर पोझिशन्स. सो हा व्हॉइस मधला खूप मोठा बदल आहे. Okay, so let us practice this. These are 10 sentences. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 7 sentences. Mixed set of sentences, active and passive voice. So active असेल तर passive मध्ये करा, passive असेल तर active मध्ये करा. I'll wait for some time and then we will discuss the answers also. You can go ahead and start with the practice. Okay, here are the answers for voice. I did not beat her. First things first, bring the object first. She did not. Did is in the past and simple past tense. So she was not beaten by subject by me. She was not beaten by me. I will never forget this experience. Bring in the object first. This experience. Okay, I'll mark it from here to save space. Will never be forgotten by me. Mother made a cake yesterday. Now this word yesterday, okay, is an adverb which can fit at any place. So yesterday, a cake made, simple past, so was made by mother. A cake was made by mother yesterday will also work fine. Okay. Then the next one, the boy teased the girl. The girl was teased by the boy. The tiger will have chased the deer. The deer will have been chased by the tiger. These were active to passive. Now the other way around, passive to active. A novel has been written by her. So has been written. So you already know you have to cut this when you change it. Otherwise, by her changes to she has written a novel. Her lessons have been learned by her. Same pattern. She has learned her lessons. The thief had been caught by the police. The police had caught the thief. The photo will be published by them. They will publish the photo. Kingdoms had been conquered by the Greeks. The Greeks had conquered kingdoms. How many out of 10? Now let me clarify one thing from my side. Score is merely to understand how much of a concept clarity you have. Okay, so I'm not going to be focusing on score कि अरे इतने कम marks के, so I'm not going to focus on the marks. I'm going to focus on your skills. तुमचं स्कोर फक्त मला एवढंच सांगतंय की तुम्हाला कॉन्सेप्ट किती क्लिअर झालेली आहे, आणि आय वॉन्ट ओनली दॅट मच टू रिअली हॅपन. ओके, others, what are your scores? Kshitija, where did you go wrong?
So I didn't understand the passive and active difference first
Okay.
in the seventh sentence. So I went wrong there.
Okay, 10, 9, 8. Okay, lessons had been learned by her. That one, right?
Yes, sir.
ओके, नाव आता आपण हिंट घेऊयात. ओके, बघा हिंट कशा आपल्या डोळ्यासमोर असतात आणि आपण त्यांना मिस आउट करतो. ओके, पॅसिव्ह मध्ये कायम बाय सब्जेक्ट असतो, बाय एस. दिस इज अ क्लिअर कट दिस बाय इज अ क्लिअर कट इंडिकेटर की हा कुठला व्हॉइस आहे. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, वर्क स्ट्रक्चर्स बघा. वर्क स्ट्रक्चर सगळीकडे चेंज होतात. ओके, हॅज बीन रिटन हा ऍक्टिव्हचा वर्क स्ट्रक्चर नाहीच आहे मुळात. हॅव बीन लर्नड, ऍक्टिव्ह मध्ये हॅव लर्नड असतो, बीन येतच नाही. म्हणजे त्याच्या पुढे हॅड बीन कॉट, विल बी पब्लिश. ही बाय वाली हिंट तर सगळ्यात सोपी होती. दिस इज लाईक अ हिंट दॅट इज गिवन टू यू राईट अवे, म्हणजे असं खूप डिरेक्ट हिंट दिल्यासारखी आहे. ओके, सो हे एक आहे. आणि इकडे आपले रेग्युलर टेन्सेस सारखे आहेत, will, made, teased, have chased. This is where the difference lies. Okay. Okay. Gauri, where did you go wrong?
They have been chased by tiger होतं ना, ते हे झालं चुकीचं.
Okay. Have been chased by the tiger. Okay, fine. आणि अजून काय चुकलं? 2 चुकले ना?
They will publish the photo.
ओके, तिथे काय गडबड झाली नेमकी?
Willच्या पुढे हे सिंपल वर्ब लागते ना,
हो.
पब्लिश केलं.
ओके, ठीक आहे. ते स्ट्रक्चर झाले की येईल बरोबर. Fine. Sumegha, what happened in your case?
Sir, actually, I did a simple minor mistake.
Okay.
She has learned lessons from her. तर मी she have केलेलं तिथे.
ओके, हॅव हॅज. हॅव हॅज ऍक्टिव्हली लक्षात ठेवणं फार गरजेचं आहे. हॅव हॅजच्या मिस्टेक्स कॉमन आहेत, खूप कॉमन मिस्टेक्स आहेत. आणि इथे
ऍक्च्युली ती स्पीड मध्ये करताना हॅव हॅज.
जसं मी मगाशी म्हटलं तसं दीज एक्झाम्स आर गोइंग टू टेस्ट यू नंबर 1 ऑन युअर स्पीड अँड नंबर 2 इन युअर ऍक्युरसी. म्हणजे स्पीड मध्ये करत असताना पण आपलं किती तिथे लक्ष आहे. आणि याच कॉन्सेप्टला जर आपण डिटेलमध्ये बघितलं तर याला म्हणतात सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट. ओके, सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट बेसिकली मीन्स तुमचा सब्जेक्ट आणि वर्ब एग्री करतो का एकमेकांसोबत. सो येस, सो मेक शुअर यू कीप दॅट इन माइंड द नेक्स्ट टाइम यू डू दिस. ओके, स्पीड कितीही असला तरी चालेल, पण ॲक्युरसी पण तेवढीच असली पाहिजे, हे गरजेचं आहे. ओके, आणि हे खूप खूप कॉमन एरर्स आहेत, सो मेक शुअर यू डोंट डू दॅट. जर तुम्ही कधी कुठल्या लोकांना बोलताना ऐकलं तर हॅव हॅजचे एरर्स खूप कॉमनली तुम्हाला त्यांच्याकडनं ऐकायला मिळतील. दे आर व्हेरी 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 कॉमन एरर्स. आणि हे सगळ्यांसाठी सांगतोय, म्हणजे नुसतं एक ती सुमेघा नाही, पण दिस इज फॉर ऑल. सो हे डोक्यात ठेवून, कॉन्शियसली डोक्यात ठेवून करण्याची गोष्ट आहे. हा एरर निघून जाईल. आय विल टेल यू वन थिंग टुडे, लँग्वेज मधले एरर जर आपल्याला बाहेर काढायचे असतील तर त्याच्यासाठी प्रॅक्टिस शिवाय पर्याय नाही. ओके, सो असं नाही होणार. म्हणजे when I teach you, you will learn and you will understand and you will always keep it in mind. Okay, so if I point that mistake to you, so okay, see this happened, and oh yes sir, I remembered, I had to use have and not has. It will happen. पण हे फक्त डोक्यात ठेवून नाही तर हे इम्प्लिमेंट करावं लागणार आहे. You will have to implement this in the way you solve the exam. Write your paper and write sentences. So implementation is necessary in everyone's case. Implementation can only happen when you practice it in the maximum way, and to be honest, maximum number of mistakes, maximum scope for correction as well. Okay, जितक्यांदा चुकाल तितक्यांदा कोणीतरी करेक्ट करेल आणि तितक्यांदा नेक्स्ट टाइम जास्त अलर्ट राहून ही गोष्ट करेक्ट करा. So this happens, it is common, it is normal. Okay, let's continue. Okay, थोडासाच राहिला आता आपलं. So let's continue with vocabulary. Okay, now vocabulary is a very important part of anyone's life. So असं नाही की फक्त बँकिंग एक्झाम मध्येच vocabulary गरजेची आहे, तो मुद्दाच नाही. Vocabulary is necessary for anyone and everyone who wants to write very neat and clean and who wants to write in context. Okay, vocabulary in context is very necessary. जर तुमचा शब्द चुकला तर पूर्ण वाक्याचा अर्थ बदलू शकतो. And then it becomes maybe embarrassing, maybe problematic, maybe meaningless, and all that. So vocabulary is highly important. Now developing a vocabulary or improving your vocabulary is again a part of practice. It does not happen in one night, but you have to really stick to it every day. थेंबे थेंबे तळे साचे इथे ऍप्लिकेबल आहे. अचानक एक दिवशी सगळं येऊन होणार नाही, but you have to do it every single day so that you get a hang of it. Okay, so for example, there are two words, dangerous and hazardous. Both are synonyms, both are similar, but आपल्याला हा डिफरन्स लक्षात आला पाहिजे. Hazardous are generally used with chemicals and dangerous is generally used with situation or people. So when you realize this, you will remember ki oh okay हा शब्द इथे टाकायचा आहे. So ते आहे. So ह्याला vocabulary developedच पाहिजे, and this can happen only when you have a developed vocabulary and not in any other context. Now which are the ways to develop a vocabulary? Number one, तुम्हाला आवडो किंवा न आवडो, you have to develop a reading habit. Without a reading habit, you cannot really build up your vocabulary. जसं आपल्याकडे म्हण आहे, वाचाल तर वाचाल. म्हणजे बाकी काही नाही तर vocabulary building साठी ते झालंच पाहिजे. आणि we are talking about banking exams over here. Banking, SSC, government exams बद्दल बोलतोय, जिथे reading खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. Because that reading gives you knowledge that you need for your exams and also afterwards in your job. Vocabulary building साठी develop a reading habit का? Because it is easiest when you read words in context. म्हणजे नुसतं hazardous असा random word दिला तर तुम्ही म्हणाल की ठीक आहे, I know, but if I tell you the factory leaked hazardous chemicals in the city, your understanding of the word hazardous becomes much better when you are doing this. So make sure you have a reading habit. Context मध्ये वाचलं की कायम पटकन लक्षात येतं. म्हणूनच बरेचसे टीचर्स तुम्ही vocabularyचा अर्थ विचारलं की सांगतात वाक्य काय आहे. That is what they tell you, ask you first, what is the sentence? So that is how vocabulary plays an important role. The next point to develop vocabulary is use dictionary and thesaurus. Thesaurus will give you the list of similar words or in simple terms, synonyms for the same word. त्याने काय फरक पडेल? Sometimes remembering a word becomes difficult, but remembering the word by the synonyms becomes all the more simpler. Okay, that is why using a dictionary and a thesaurus is highly necessary when you are developing words and building and improving vocabulary. Number 3, play word games as many as you can. नुसतं ओके गुगल केलं तरी आज वर्ड गेम मिळतो. नाही तर प्ले स्टोअर वरती भरपूर आहेत, आणि तुमच्याकडे काही बोर्ड गेम्स असतील, स्क्रॅबल झालं, त्याच्यासारखे गेम्स जर असतील तर इट विल हेल्प यू बिल्ड vocabulary. आणि अगदीच काही नाही तर प्ले अ व्हेरी सिम्पल वर्ड गेम. pick up random letters and make words out of it. रॅन्डम 6-7 लेटर्स उचला आणि मॅक्सिमम त्यातनं वर्ड्स बनवण्याचा प्रयत्न करा. बघा किती वर्ड्स बनतात. सो यू कॅन इवन यूज इट ॲज अ पेन पेपर टेक्निक. सो असं नाही की मोबाईलच पाहिजे, ॲपच पाहिजे, कम्प्युटर पाहिजे. नो नो नो, नॉट नीडेड. यू कॅन प्ले सिम्पल वर्ड गेम्स इन दिस. यूज फ्लॅश कार्ड्स. आता फ्लॅश कार्ड्स हे ऑनलाईन खूप मिळतात आणि ऑफलाईन पण तुम्ही बनवून ठेवू शकता. सो मे बी यू कॅन मेक स्मॉल कार्ड्स. आपले विजिटिंग कार्डची जी साईज असते त्याच्यावर तुम्ही वर्ड्स लिहू शकता, त्याचा अर्थ लिहू शकता. अँड यू कॅन यूज फ्लॅश कार्ड्स टू डू इट इन बिटवीन ॲज अन ॲक्टिव्हिटी. यू कॅन प्ले विथ फ्लॅश कार्ड्स, कारण फ्लॅश कार्ड्स लक्षात ठेवायला मदत करतात. इट हेल्प्स यू टू रिमेंबर. So moment you see it, you're like, okay, oh, this word I'm talking about. Okay. Then you can use words of the day. Google वर ओके गुगल केलं तर vocabulary every day तो एक शब्द पाठवतो. If you download the dictionary app, it will send you the word of the day every day. You will get a notification. But the king of developing vocabulary is history. Practice using the new words in conversation. The most important part in developing vocabulary is to practice. Let us say I give you 10 words to learn, you learn all the 10 words. तुम्हाला ते मस्त पाठ झाले, त्याचे अर्थ पाठ झाले. पण कुठे वापरायचे तेच लक्षात नाही येते. काय फायदा? शब्द पाठ असतील पण वापरताना नाही. मग ते कसं होतं? व्हॉट वॉज दॅट वर्ड, आय फॉरगॉट, काहीतरी होतं, मग ते लक्षात नाही. कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये शब्द वापरले नाही की इट इज गॉन. मग ते करून काही फायदा नाही. युअर एफर्ट्स आर वेस्टेड. So make sure that you practice these words in context. You have to use this in everyday conversations as much as you can. Use these words and implement them in context, and then you will understand how they are supposed to be used. आणि म्हणूनच in context हा शब्द महत्त्वाचा आहे. रीडिंग पण तुम्हाला शब्दांना कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये समजण्याचा प्रयत्न करायला मदत करतो. You have to practice these words and you have to make sentences of your own. Now let us take an example. I have taken 2 words here. Okay. कशी प्रॅक्टिस करायची vocabularyची हे त्याच्यासाठी आहे. ओके. नाव द वर्ड इज मोडॅलिटीज. सो समजा तुम्ही डिक्शनरीतनं हा वर्ड किंवा कुठेतरी वाचला आणि तुम्ही लिहिला. दिस वर्ड इज अ नाउन. सो हे असं तुमच्या वहीमध्ये लिहिलेलं पाहिजे. मेक अ बुक. ओके. मेक अ बुक किंवा फ्लॅश कार्ड वापरा आणि फ्लॅश कार्डवर लिहा. ओके. आणि त्याची डेफिनेशन द्या. अ स्पेसिफिक मोड इन विच समथिंग इज एक्सप्रेस्ड ऑर इज एक्सपिरियन्स्ड, समथिंग एक्झिस्ट. आता त्याचं सिनॉनिम लिहा. का? बिकॉज इट विल हेल्प यू टू रिमेंबर दिस वर्ड बेटर. मेथड्स, प्रोसिजर्स, प्रोसेसेस, अप्रोचेस. लक्षात येतं. मोडॅलिटीज इज मेथड्स. मोडॅलिटी मीन्स अन अप्रोच. अँटोनिम्स कधी कधी उलटही मदत करतो. केऑस, अनार्की, डिफरन्सेस. And then write the sentence, sample sentence that they have given you. The bureaucrats are the persons who work out the modalities after an agreement is signed by the countries or an international forum. Now, the sentence will help you to understand what context are you really using. Yacha comes the most important part. Make a sentence using this word. Make your own sentence to understand ki ha mi kuthe ani kasa वापरणार. Okay. So let us say the pandemic has changed the modalities of online teaching. The pandemic has changed the modalities or procedures or approaches of online teaching. Now, the moment I use this word in the context, माझ्या ते डोक्यात बसून जातं. नुसते सेंटेन्सेस वाचणं आणि स्वतःचं सेंटेन्स बनवणं, there's a huge amount of difference. When you make your own sentences, you understand the context much better and you don't find yourself in a problem. तुम्हाला त्याचा प्रॉब्लेम येत नाही आणि ते खूप बेटर पद्धतीने समजता येतं. Second example, the word predicament. Predicament is basically a noun. Okay, it's a difficult, unpleasing or embarrassing situation. Synonym, circumstance, crisis. आता crisis का? कारण difficult situation आहे म्हणून crisis synonym होतो. Deadlock means you are locked at some place. Dilemma. Okay, a problem where you are trapped. Antonym, advantage, benefit, agreement, blessing. Okay. Sentence. The century-old club's financial predicament means they have a problem is not a sudden one, as the signs of the same were evident even a decade ago. नाव सगळ्यात महत्वाचा पार्ट, स्वतःचा सेंटेन्स बनवा. The pandemic has put everyone in a predicament difficult to overcome. The pandemic has put everyone in a predicament difficult to overcome. Means it has put all of us in a problem which is difficult to overcome. Maybe financial predicament, economical predicament, personal predicament, professional predicament. This, and the moment you do this, you know you will develop the vocabulary in a better way. So this is the most important part of developing a vocabulary, that is making your own sentence. जोपर्यंत तुम्ही स्वतःचं वाक्य बनवत नाही तोपर्यंत vocabulary नुसती डोक्यात राहील पण ती actually उतरणार नाही. When you make sentences of your own, you will remember and implement the words at the right time and you can use it in a better context. Okay, have I made this part of vocabulary clear? Yes, no? Or a thumbs up will also work. Okay. With this, we go for the last part of today. Okay, that's the last part. Vocabulary is developed related, which is a phrasal verb. Okay. Now, a phrasal verb is a little different than the regular word. Okay. It's like a phrase. And it's a verb. So, Google Pramane, it's an idiomatic phrase consisting of verb and another element, which is either an adverb, as in break down, verb and adverb, or a preposition, C2, verb and PP, or a combination of both, such as look down on, verb, adverb, preposition. सगळ्यात महत्वाचा part. These phrasal verbs mean differently than the literal meaning. Ata, let's take an example. Look into. Me, ideally, look into, the phrasal verb means to investigate. He will look into the matter. पण या दोन शब्दांना आपण लिटरली घेतलं तर फरक पडेल. He looked into the bottle. It is a totally different mess that we create. Phrasal verbs never mean literally. कायम लक्षात ठेवा. Phrasal verbs चा literal अर्थ कधीच येत नाही. They always mean in a different way. हे combination खूप वेगळ्या पद्धतीने काम करतं. Some examples are abide by, accept or follow a decision or rule. For example, we all have to abide by the country's laws. Act on. आता act on या phrasal verb से दोन अर्थ है. To take action, we have to act upon the situation immediately, considering people's lives are in danger. And affect. The fever acted on him and made his situation worse. Okay. Or the pandemic has acted on the common people, made it difficult to live. Banking exams, bank on is to rely on. So let us say you're telling your friend, I am banking on you. So I'm banking on you for the notes because your notes are the best ones. Bone up, study hard for a reason. Not literally hard वरती नाही घ्यायचं आपल्याला. Okay, so bone up is study hard for a reason. He bones up every day so that he could pass the most difficult exam in the world. Clamp down on, verb, adverb, preposition, restrict to stop something. The British clamped down on the nationalists and put them in jail. So हे फक्त काही examples आहेत तुम्हाला हे सांगण्यासाठी की they do not literally mean the same. आणि जोपर्यंत तुम्ही असे sentences बनवत नाही तोपर्यंत vocabulary डोक्यात घुसत नाही. To really want to develop vocabulary, you need to make sentences and understand them in context. Once you understand the context of the sentence, you are all good to go. You won't find yourself in a problem at all.